Hi everybody and welcome to 442. I've got Mark Keohane. Mark, you're a bit of a football fan as well as a rugby expert and cricket expert. Let's chat about PSG and Bayern Munich this weekend.
Yeah, again, I can't get used to massive finals being played with no one in the stadium. But I think the best team, I don't know if the best teams are in the final, definitely the best team.
How can you, yes, the best team, isn't it?
Yeah, best team, Bayern Munich. Best teams have been Bayern Munich, Liverpool, but that's bias coming in here.
Well, whenever you get a semi-final with Leipzig,
yeah, and a quarter-final with Atalanta.
Well, yeah, Atalanta had a good season, but they're not championship. They're not Champions League material.
Well, they've never been in a final. It's their first final. Credit to them. They won 5 and drew 1 of their 6 league games and got through. On 89 minutes, I thought they were out against the Italians. 2 goals. 90th minute and 91st minute, and then they were in. But if I look at Bayern's form, I mean, 6 from 6 in the league. They've scored 42 goals in the 10 matches. They're unbeaten. 7-1 on aggregate against Chelsea. Barcelona, that 8-2 was just something very special. It reminded me of Germany demolishing Brazil 7-1.
They also hammered Belgrade, I think, 6-1.
Yeah.
And Tottenham 7-2.
Yeah, and then to take Lyon out 3-0, a Lyon side that put 3 past Man City, they just, yes, they may concede goals, but they score goals. And
but they don't concede many. I mean, I think Rio Ferdinand said that they're going to be down 3-0 if they don't change the way they play. They've scored 42 goals in their 10 games and conceded, I think, 9 or 10.
Yeah, and I think the record is 45 from Barcelona, but that was in 60 matches. So their strike rate is just massive, and they've got the best striker on form in the world.
Lewandowski,
the Big L, as I call him.
The Big L, Lebowski.
55 goals in 46 matches and 9 assists. And the significant thing there is he's involved in a goal every 62 minutes, and he's scoring a goal every 73 minutes. And historically, the only guy who can compare with that is Messi, who historically has been involved in a goal throughout his career on 72 minutes. And in the last 3 seasons, 135 goals for him, 127 for Messi, and 109 for Ronaldo. So that shows you his capacity. Then you've still got a Thomas Muller. You've got Coutinho can come off the bench, who's done well and shows that he's far more at home there than he was at Real Madrid. So I just think they've got the firepower, and then they've got Neuer as a keeper. To me, consistently has been the best for a long time. So I just look at them as a collective, and I just don't see how they can be beaten.
Look, you can talk up the game all you want, and it's a mouth-watering prospect, but it's going to be a bitch slapping. It's going to be a 3-0. I don't see it being a close game.
Yeah, chatting to the money boy this morning, he said, "What do you think?" And I said 4-2, 3-1. I think PSG may get a goal. Rio Ferdinand, well, so they could have had 3 on the break.
Yeah.
If you look, I mean, Neymar has been playing well. They've got a wonderful strike force, but collectively they just don't have the presence that a Bayern have. And I would totally agree with you there. I think it's going to be a comfortable victory for Bayern. They've been one of the form teams in Europe. They've obviously dominated in Germany, and it doesn't really matter who goes and manages that team.
Well, they haven't lost. You're right about that. They haven't lost a game, I think, since December 7th. They've, out of 51 games, they've scored in 49 of them. They're just a machine.
I think that's the dream job for any manager. You go in there, you go into a final, and you should win. If you win the double there and not the treble, they tend to fire you. If you only win the league, you're out.
Well, yeah, and they need to win the Champions League to win the treble. I mean, they've won the Bundesliga 8 seasons in a row. I mean, they are, and let's look at PSG. Now, yes, Lyon got into the semi-final of the Champions League, but the rest of the teams in France are a joke. They wouldn't compete in any decent league in the world, and compared to the Bundesliga, it is a joke league.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the Premier League is obviously the strongest, without a doubt, but so many of the other leagues as well, and the Bundesliga, I think, is a very competitive league, and say the top 5, top 6 teams. Outside of that, it falls away. La Liga, top 3 or 4, then it falls away. Scotland top 2, then there's nothing else they should be
Top two.
playing.
I don't. None of those teams would finish mid-table. In the Premier
Mid-table,
League.
Celtic and Rangers, they
Yeah.
get a 10th and an 11th, and then you've got 2 teams possibly in Portugal. So, yeah, I mean, I think they've been the best team, the strongest team. I would love Liverpool to have gone through. I think it would have been a great game. The quality of this Liverpool side against a Bayern Munich in a final on neutral ground, played over just one leg. Which has been interesting is the concept of one without crowds, but also this playoffs always was a 2-legged thing, and teams would play to not to potentially score a goal away from home. They didn't mind if they conceded one in the away game, and playing at home it would be, I come home, I'm just 1-0 down, I can still win this game. When they went to Lisbon without crowds and it was just a one-off game, it was a very different dimension, and as we saw with Barcelona, I mean, they fell apart. So yeah, I just think it's the right team will win and the best team will win.
Yeah. Prediction?
4-2.
Wow, you're a big Rio fan.
I just think there may be 4-1 with a couple of minutes to go. Everyone gets on, festivities on the bench, and a late break, a bit of Neymar brilliance, and 4-2.
Yeah, I don't think Neymar is a brilliant player. I think he's a good player, but anybody that wants to ply his trade in France, it's like being the smartest guy at Walmart. It's that league is mediocre, and to be playing his football there certainly doesn't stretch him or challenge his abilities. So I'm going to say 3-0 Bayern Munich. Clinical German precision, 3-0.
Thanks.
Okay, man. Well, let's enjoy the weekend, and good luck with your prediction.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, man.